playlist. I've got a playlist called Behind the Lane series. Now, look, when a girl was not busy, I was updating that thing like every week. But now, well, before the lockdown, it got a bit slow. But now I think like there's nice music that's dropped, you know. And I just want to say, this week, Darky Fiction is dropping a new EP. My heart is just fulfilled already. I love them so much. They're like a South African duo who are absolutely my favorite right now. Like they are right there, top 2, and it's not even 2 at this point. I love their music. I love the context of their music and you know, their songwriting, what they write about, what they are about, what they stand for. And obviously the bonus, like they are super stylish, like visually, artistically, probably one of the best in this country. They're young, they've got such a bright future ahead of them, and I really see them beyond South African, you know, shores. Like I really do. And it's not that I'm biased because they're from the Eastern Cape, you know. Uyoza is from East London. Shout out fans, hey Mesa. I'm from East London as well. But I I love what they're about. They are, like they are absolutely what, you know, the country needs as musicians, and just how futuristic they are as well. They are very much rooted in the now. They are very much, they're absolutely aware and acknowledge and are able to place, you know, the people that came before us. They're able to place that with what they're doing now, even though they are so absolutely futuristic with what they're doing. I think that's so smart. I think that they are, I mean, come on, what more can I say? I'm such a huge fan. I love every single thing that they do. I'm absolutely a groupie. I got to meet them briefly at the Flying Fish concert that, you know, Masego was headlining, and they were one of the artists that performed, like, you know, earlier on in the day, and they were like walking around, whatever, and I was like, oh my gosh, here they are. I'm going up to them, I'm saying hi, I don't care. And they were absolutely cool, you know. So yeah, I'm every single thing, anything Darky Fiction, like if they're dropping merch, I am there buying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm invested in this. I have invested myself in Darky Fiction. I love them so much. I can't wait. They did like a live listening session of the EP, so I kind of have an idea already of what it is. I was definitely tuned in. Drop that thing. I'm ready. I am so ready. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing like a playlist. Shout out to SK featuring Zilla Oaks. Shout out to Zilla Oaks. Shout out to Apex Village. Those are my guys. That is the squad. That is the group. Shout out to them, man. Like, they're definitely also one of my favorite artists. I love how they all bring like something so special to the group, to the music, to the stuff that they put out. I love how supportive of each other that they are. Like, I have not seen that in a while. Like, they go hard for each other. I think it's so dope. I really hope that they keep at it. And I also love how, independent and confident they are of each other when they do their solo projects. Like when the one guy, you know, is doing his thing, like everyone follows. It reminds me of TDE and Dreamville, like how they move as a collective. So I really like that about them. And also obviously they put out like some incredibly fine music. So yeah, I really like them. They got next. They are amazing. Yeah, so my guys from Abuja, shout out Nigeria, shout out. So yeah, Darko Vibes, another one. Love Lamim Gang, I think that's how you say it. Lamim Gang. I love RJZ. RJZ is definitely my favorite at you know, as at the Lamim Gang collective. Darko Vibes is definitely right up there as well. But there's a lot of them, like even with Apex Village, like after I did like a little write-up on them for One Tribe Mag, and that's how I then got to know who's who, like in terms of names. So this is IU, this is Zilla Oaks, this is Marv, this is, yeah, so I had like, because of that, because these collectives will have like 1,000 people in them. NSG, I'm still trying, like I love a couple of their songs, like I recently got put onto them. I'm still trying to figure out who's who. I know there's a Papi there. There's a guy called Papi NSG or something like that I'm following on the gram. So it's a start. You know, it's not easy, just like there's like 20 people in a whole group, like, and you know them off by heart. It's like, oh, okay, this bit, no. So I'm still trying to get to know NSG, for example. Lemon Gang as well, but I definitely know the two guys. RGV and Darko Vibes. Love Darko Vibes. Love that he's got a track with Runtown. Love it. So yeah, he's got an album out called Balongo. So yeah, shout out to Ghana. Hello, shout out to Ghana. I've also got a track here by Laime. Oh yeah, Laime I actually found through Apex Village, and I think it was Max. Like, shout out to Thrill Max. That's my guy, you know, he handles things. I think I don't know if he had sent me stuff or he retweeted or something like that, but yeah, that's how I found out about Laime. Laime, shout out to you. Olga Boss, I think it's a single. Then there's a South African artist called Buhle Bendalo. Buhle needs to drop this album, guys. She's just giving us just dumpies, J. But you know, I'm very excited to hear her album. She's from the soil. She was with the group. I think she still is, definitely, but she's doing her solo thing with native rhythms. Yeah, and there's a new song that dropped, and then yeah, I think they're preparing for the full album to drop finally. So there's that. There is, obviously everyone knows the Nasty C dropped the new single, There You Go. There They Go. Yeah, it's called There They Go. Recently signed to Def Jam Records. I really hope that really works out. Cool, so Techno's also got a new track. Techno, I don't think I played this, but it's in my library. Techno found his pocket and he stuck to it. What a guy. I honestly don't know why we don't have a full album from him yet, but we will wait. He's been at it, and he found his lane and it's working for him. That's absolutely amazing. Someone else that dropped was Kwesi Arthur. There's a single out. Shout out to Kwesi. I love Kwesi Arthur. Guilty Beats. He dropped an EP. Love it. The track 2 has Nonso Amadi, and he's like singing in Zulu Xhosa, like Diyakuthanda kakhulu, like Diyakuthanda kakhulu. Come on with it. Okay, cool. Love it. Love. He also features Moonchild, Mr. Easy, Poison Ivy, DJ Files and Joey B on the other tracks. Cena Soul, love Cena Soul. I think she also had, you know how YouTube has been doing that stay at home with me, you know, concerts, like she's been doing that stuff as well. She did a concert, like she did a show or whatever. Lutuza Makhathini dropped an album for all the jazz lovers. Check it out. Love him. Piano genius, basically. So yeah, check out my playlist, Behind the Lens series. I will put the link in the description box. And yeah, but shout out to everyone who's like, you know, making the most of the free time, like especially the creatives, because we are definitely affected by this whole thing. But you know, I'm really enjoying some of the stuff that, you know, the creatives are putting out there, like the photographers that are like doing the 21-day photography challenge. Like that is super dope. I love it. The content is amazing. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying that. And also one thing that I have definitely been enjoying is the music aspect of this whole thing. Like, I listen to music all the time, but it feels like there's like a whole shift, not even a shift, but like a new element that's been added, an element that I love, you know, in any aspect of the creative industry, the entertainment industry, and that is like the side that people don't get to see, because obviously, you know, in the entertainment industry, it's always the star that's in the limelight and all that. Like we praise, you know, Beyonce and all of that, but like the people that are working with her, like in her team, those are my heroes. Those are like my favorite people. So yeah, like with the IG battles, like we've seen the producers shining. Oh my goodness, like the producers, guys, where would we be? Where would be the rhythm? You know what I'm saying? Where the sounds? We would not have any of that without the producers. So I've just, I've watched, you know, I haven't been able to catch each and every single battle that's happened, but I'm absolutely loving all the ones that I have checked out. I'm glad that I did catch the Swizz Beatz and Timbaland one. And Swizz Beatz has done one before, if I'm not mistaken, like maybe a year or two ago, I don't know, but I remember seeing him doing a battle thing. I can't even remember who it was with, but they were in the same room when they were even doing that battle with the other guy. But anyway, so yeah, obviously, you know, Swizz Beatz is that guy that, you know, he can start something like this because of his career and all that. So I've seen it trickle down, you know. I've seen the Nigerian artists doing it. I saw the Ghanaian artists have started doing it as well. Kill Beats, I think, was with Kidi, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously the Nigerian one, SARS. Oh, Beya. SARS. Oh my goodness. I loved that battle that he had with not chopsticks, it was SARS and, hold up, how can I forget? Ish, guys, old age, man. SARS is not your mate. And Shizzy, how could I forget? Great battle. I love Shizzy's energy. I loved how he was such a sweetheart throughout the whole thing. Like every time, even though SARS was like on his neck, but every time like SARS would drop something, and then Shizzy would be like, oh, that's my favorite song. Like he would be standing himself, like, and he's in the middle of this battle, and like SARS is like on his neck and, you know, throwing the shots and everything. But Shizzy would be like, oh, that's my favorite song. Oh, that's so dope. I thought that was so sweet. But it just shows you like the level of talent, you know, on the continent that still has so much to offer even at this point. I think, you know, with Nigerian music, like with Afro beats, it's, for me personally, it's always been the sound that I fell in love with first, because obviously I don't understand most of the stuff that they said, especially like at the beginning when I had no clue what Pidgin English was, or Yoruba, or Igbo, or Hausa, anything like that. I didn't know. Like it was foreign, but the sounds, the beats, the production, the producing was what I fell in love with, initially. So it's really dope to see now the people that actually have shaped that sound when it comes to Afrobeats, and obviously knowing what Afrobeats is today. That is incredible, and I think that's super dope. I hope that we get to see more stuff, more people as well. I saw the Canadian guys as well doing their thing. Not the Canadians, not the Canadians. So yeah, that was pretty dope. I've been following a lot of that. Oh, I saw the first South African one. I'm thinking it's the first South African one with what's his name again?
One eternity later.
Gemini Major. Gemini Major and Tweezy. They killed it. They've basically been a part of probably the biggest hip-hop era commercial wise. For me, the biggest hip-hop era is obviously the guys that came before them, like Abu Amu, Zabs, Dume and the Volume Time. That's when I first, got acquainted to South African hip hop. That's like my blueprint. But obviously we've lived through that, and then obviously the younger guys came about, and these are the guys that sort of with AKA, for example, Tweezy for me basically took the battle reminded me that Tweezy basically took over peak AKA. So obviously AKA started off with that group that he was in, Entity I think, and then I think his first album he did mostly with Ivy League, that is rapper AKA, Alter Ego album, rapper, straight rapper AKA. And then the other guys came in as well, obviously Tweezy and them basically now shaped the commercial. I've blown out hit singles on the radio AKA, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously Gemini Major as well. Wow, he's so versatile. Basically that battle was for me, okay, cool. Gemini Major is versatile, and that's really commendable. Shout out to him. Honestly, shout out to both of them actually, because they had bangers throughout that whole battle between them. So that was really dope. So yeah, the IG battles. Love. I try and watch all of them. If I can't watch at those weird hours, Americans will be on there and it's 3 a.m. here or it's 1 a.m. I'm trying to I'm old. I'm sleeping. But as soon as I wake up, I'll try and if someone has saved the IG thing, then definitely I'm catching it. I'm watching it on my own. I'm doing my delayed tweets. So I'm that person. Check it out on Apple Music, just search it or hit me up for the link. I update it, accordingly. Used to be every week, but now it's accordingly. So yeah, I'm going to be adding a couple of some new music. I'll be adding some new music, stuff that's just dropped. Catch you on the next video.